singers, I told the first service after they finished we could just go home, because that pretty well says everything I have to say. But, of course, I'm going to have my say as well. What was the one word that maybe you took away from that song? What was that one word? Wonder. We're going to see if I can operate the slideshow today. Guess what? I may not be able to. Pat assures me that it's easy. The wonder of it all. She's sitting right back there. A few months ago, the end of June, the 1st of June, end of May, that phrase, the wonder of it all, came to me. And when that happens in my world, it rarely goes away. It's kind of like an itch that has to be scratched. And so it seems like everything that I've picked up, that I've read, has elicited wonder in my mind. So the very first thing that I do when that happens is I go to the dictionary, online of course, and just see what the true definition of wonder is. Well, it went away. This one over here, the right arrow. I'm using it. Will you bring up the slide for me? I think it has something to do with the remote. Wonder, as a noun, is a feeling of surprise mingled with admiration caused by something beautiful, unexpected, unfamiliar, and inexplicable. Okay. Now, as a verb, because it plays both roles, desire or be curious to know something. We know what that's like, right? And to feel admiration and amazement. Marvel. So just hang on to that for just a little while. They also said that sometimes wonder is confused with wander because they sound similar. I get that. And it's really easy for me to see that spiritually, a wonder can cause one to wander. Think maybe so? I know it has worked that way in my life. You know, we find things that we think of as wondrous, miraculous, awe-inspiring. The 7 ancient wonders of the world certainly qualify all those things. Did you know that the 7 wonders of the world, that term, that title, has evolved just like everything else? Because there's the new 7 wonders of the world. And I'm sure that's because there are far more than 7 things on this planet that come under the heading of wonder. Most of these, especially those, are enormous man-made structures or are the result of the hand of God in concert with man that create, are in concert with nature that create the 7 wonders of the natural world. the Grand Canyon, Victoria Falls, the Redwood Forest, and on and on. And there was the definition, the second one, the wonder, the curiosity of a child. Go ahead, Pat. Just keep going on. That's Niagara. Truly these things are beautiful, awe-inspiring. That's a rock formation. That just really, awe-inspiring, inexplicable. But what about those everyday things in our lives that get our attention, that make us pause to truly see the magnificence and the beauty of it? A butterfly. The last few weeks, the Pride of Barbados out there have just attracted all kinds of butterflies. And I love that. I love watching them as they move through those blooms. What about the eyes of a baby? We are so blessed in this congregation to have infants, and their eyes are full of wonder. When was the last time you looked closely at Jack's eyes? If you can get him still at this point long enough to see his eyes. But there is that wonder in the eyes of a baby. And then a plant that maybe you have nurtured for a very long time, and all of a sudden, for no reason that you can determine, it presents a bloom to you. That's a gift. I've been nurturing a Pride of Barbados for 2 years and have seen nothing until this week. And it was just to remind Linda that, yes, I'm here. I'm here. Or maybe a dragonfly. We've had lots of dragonflies in our neighborhood recently, and they just fascinate me. Did you know that they actually start in water and that they live up to 2 years underwater before they come to the surface and have wings? It was a mystery to me. When was the last time you looked for the thing of beauty that is before you? Considered what it took for that awesome being or whatever to manifest. This slide shows a butterfly. We see the little fuzzy worm that becomes a cocoon, and then it develops into a gooey mass, I suppose. And then we get this. The wonder of it all. It's magnificent. Reverend David Alt shared a story in Science of Mind earlier this month that speaks to wonder. Quite honestly, he has written several things this month that speak to wonder. Like I said, everything I've touched recently, it's just right there. He says early 20th century experiments with parasites on plants found that when infested rose bushes were brought into a room and placed in front of a closed window and allowed to dry out, the parasites, previously wingless, changed to winged insects. After the metamorphosis, the insects left the plants, flew to the window frame, unable to secure anything more to eat or drink from the now dead source. The insects found that the only method by which they could save themselves from starvation was to grow temporary wings and fly. The parasite's desire changed their molecular structure through mental chemistry. Now, mental chemistry was a term popularized by spiritual author Charles Haanel, who defined it as the science of undergoing changing conditions through the operation of the mind. Sound familiar to any of you? It sounds to me like third unity principle. We create our reality through our thoughts, and, thoughts held in mind create after their own kind. Reverend Alt continues. Haanel indicated that even the lowest form of life makes use of mental chemistry. As sentient beings, we are certainly far from the lowest order of life. Yet, our ability to use the activity of mind to resist and disavow the ability to undergo metamorphosis is self-contradictory. Right use of mental chemistry keeps us aligned with the infinite. It is the portal we pass through to an option or a possibility that previously seemed non-existent. The world becomes our laboratory, and we, as mental scientists, meet the apparent absence of desired source with alchemical thinking. Thus, through right use of mind, we reveal solutions that await recognition. The paradox is that this innate ability goes unused by many. Without a willingness to change the chemistry of one's mental habits, we metaphorically cling to dead things, bemoaning the fact that we are starving. Changing our thinking allows our wings of solution to grow and to carry us toward illuminated living. Oh, the wonder of it all. There are a myriad people all over the world that are using the world as their laboratory, that, through right thinking, are working diligently to create a world that works for everyone. They are true visionaries of change. I want to share a little bit about three of them that I just find vastly fascinating. Dean Kamen is one of those visionaries. He invented the Segway electric-powered personal transporter used by police patrols and others to navigate congested traffic areas. Kind of like in downtown Austin, when tourists want to see the sights, the safest thing to do is to do Segway. He also created the iBot wheelchair, which is shown there, and the DEK arm, a robotic prosthetic arm designed for disabled veterans. All of these are incredible, but the most important of his contributions to date has to do with the global issue of drinking water. Water is abundantly available, as we know. 70% of the earth is covered with water, and most of it isn't drinkable. And desalinization and purifying plants are prohibitively expensive to build, especially where they are needed the most. So, Kamen developed the slingshot water purification system. It's about the size of a small refrigerator and can produce 250 gallons of high-quality drinking water every day from virtually any water source, no matter how contaminated. To power the slingshot, Kamen developed an electric generating system about the same size as you can see, fueled by any combustible material from gasoline to grass to wood or even feces. Both devices operate with no maintenance for 5 years or longer. What a wonder is that? That just boggles my little mind. And along with Kamen, a man named Peter Diamond, the founder of X Prize Foundation, has 8 active competitions in 2018. One of which is the Water Abundance X Prize. This $1.75 million competition is challenging 5 teams to make water universally available with energy-efficient technologies that harvest fresh water from thin air. The prize-winning team will revolutionize access to fresh water by creating a device that extracts a minimum of 2,000 liters of water per day from the atmosphere using 100% renewable energy at the cost of no more than 2 cents per liter. Giving people the power to access fresh water whenever and wherever they need it. Diamandis has several other X Prize competitions in place as well. In his book, Abundance, The Future is Better Than You Think, Diamandis writes, humanity is now entering a period of radical transformation in which technology has the potential to significantly raise the basic standards of living for every man, woman, and child on the planet. Within a generation, we'll be able to provide goods and services once reserved for the wealthy few to any and all who need them or desire them. The wonder of that kind of visionary thinking is awesome. And then comes this young man who, from his pictures, looks like he might be 22. His name is Salman Khan, and he has 4 college degrees. One in electrical engineering and computer science from MIT, as well as business administration from Harvard University. Not sure what the 4th one was. It didn't tell me, and I didn't get a chance to find out. In 2006, while tutoring his cousin in math, Khan chose to post tutorials for her on YouTube rather than meet one-on-one. Quickly, thousands of others found his videos online. Seeing all of the interest, he founded the Khan Academy, a non-profit educational organization that provides free, high-quality education to anyone, anywhere. With the help of the Gates Foundation, Khan Academy has produced nearly 20,000 classes on a variety of topics, including mathematics, healthcare, finance, physics, chemistry, microeconomics, and computer science, much of which are available in as many as 12 languages. and they can be accessed by anyone in the world with a computer or a smartphone. How many of you were aware of the Khan Academy? I saw lots of stuff going on over here. That's cool. I just think it's wonderful. And I hope everybody is accessing it. I have thought of so many different ways things I could find out. So that's coming next for me. Sir Thomas Browne wrote, "We carry within us the wonder we seek without us." Wonder is all around us and within us. Our creativity is an expression of wonder, an expression of God. The fifth unity principle says, knowing and understanding the laws of life, also called truth, are not enough. A person must also live the truth that he or she knows. I want my life to be filled with wonder. I want eyes to see the wonder in my life. How about you? I want to live as Paul Kettner so eloquently puts it, to not be just a container of the Spirit, but an embodiment, an expression of Spirit. I think to live a wondrous life, we must fully embrace and know what it means to believe that there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. And right along behind that comes the second one. Remember what it says? Human beings have a spark of divinity within them, the Christ Spirit within. Their very essence is of God, and therefore they are also inherently good. Initially, this principle may cause a little pushback for some who haven't been taught that they are precious children of God, and nothing can ever change that. It's in our DNA, and it doesn't go away. Reverend Sandra spoke to this last Sunday, reminding us that we are all born as an original blessing. In Discover the Power Within, Reverend Eric Butterworth tells us that the main purpose for Jesus' life was to teach us all that we are beloved children of God, that everything that He had within Him is within us as well. The wonder of it all. The wonder of it all. So, how does one get to that place? The knowing at the core of your being that you are a wonder, not something that you wonder about. I believe that the answer to that lies in the third and fourth unity principles. We change our lives when we change our thinking. And that's not as difficult as it might seem at first glance. When we have a practice daily of prayer and meditation, open to the love and the grace of God, asking, seeking to know more of God, to experience God, we receive. Our lives are transformed. Jesus said, ask and it will be given you. Seek and you will find. All the joy, all the bliss, all the wonder made manifest in our lives. I believe that we are here to make a difference in the lives of other people. Not necessarily the way that Dean Kamen or Peter Diamandis or Salman Khan are doing, but we all are called to love and how. But excuse me, I can't even read my own writing. We are all called to love. We do that. How we do that is up to us. Mother Teresa said, we all can't necessarily do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Using Unity's 5 principles in our daily lives, we do small things with great love every single day. And we need to recognize that. We need to say, and see the wonder in it. We touch lives of those we come in contact with. I want to share, with permission from Bill Barber, a little incident that he and I had last week. He dropped by, as he does from time to time, and he said, I have a question for you. I said, okay. So we came back to my office, and he said, he reached in his pocket and he pulled out this beautiful, what looks to me like olive wood bookmark. It has been laser cut, has a little design cut in the middle of it, and on either end of it is inlaid with mother of pearl. It's beautiful. It's spectacular. And his question to me was, did you give this to me? And I said, no, I didn't. And he said, well, I was looking the other day, and I needed a bookmark for this book that I'm reading on a daily basis, and I opened the drawer where I keep my bookmarks. I guess he's like me. He's got multiple. They're everywhere. It's worse than magnets. And it was laying there. And he pulled it out, took the card off of it because it had never been used, tucked it in his book, and began using it on a daily basis. And one day, the backside of it was turned over. And someone had written on the backside of it, "Thanks, Bill." That was his question to me. Had I given it to him? No. That had caused him to wonder where it came from. He said, okay, all right. There's one other person I'm going to ask, and then, regardless of the answer, I'm done. I'm not going to continue to search because I know all I need to know already. Somewhere, somehow, in my travels, I have touched someone. And he said, that's what that bookmark will always mean to me. I don't have to know what transpired, and I don't have to know who it came from. We have no idea how many people we touch on a daily basis. I just caught a glimpse of Andrea, and I think about Family Promise and all the lives not only that Andrea touches in that organization, but all of the volunteers when they come here for that week they get to meet so many people. And those volunteers are filled with love and wonder. And we share that. So now, as we consider how we personally, individually, want to change our thinking to allow our wings of solution to grow and carry us toward illuminated living, I invite you to settle in your seat and relax as the Unity Singers prepare us for meditation. Listen to the words of this song.
Go within to the one inside. Go within, let it be your guide. Go within, touch the truth. Go within, know it's you. Go within to the place that's still. Go within, let that be your will. Go within to the one side. Go within, let it be your guide.
Go within. Let Spirit be your guide. And as you do so, I invite you into this time of meditation. Take a deep breath. Turning within. connecting with and remembering your own divinity. From that inner place of knowing, recognizing the one life, God that expresses in, through, and as you. Every person, every situation, everything. Knowing that you live, move, and have being in the love and peace of God. Know that your experience reflects the way you think and create. Take another really deep breath. Now, intentionally ask that anything blocking the flow of spirit in your life be revealed. Seeking in order to find and bless the block so that you can lovingly release it into the ethers of the silence. Taking another deep breath. See the beauty, the love, the peace, the joy, the wonder that floods your heart space, revealing the awakening at a deeper level of your own true nature. Take another deep breath. As the Unity Singers close our time of meditation, I ask you to listen carefully to the lyrics of this song, for they are my profound wish for you all.
Hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always have that hunger. May you never take one single breath it for granted. God forbid love.